purposely doing this in the grass just in case I throw up. Greetings everyone, I'm Boculus. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the content of this video, this is the start of my consistency, so please like and subscribe. It really helps me stay consistent. You help me, I help you, and vice versa. By far the most requested topic that I discussed was my 40-day urine fast. A month ago, my intention was to go 40 days on just my urine and distilled water. Guess what? I did not make it to 40 days. That did not happen. I made it to 12 days of a modified fast. Every 3 days, I had a 2-hour eating window where I'd have fresh fruits and vegetables and smoothies. I did that for 12 days, and then 12 days I did urine therapy, which is morning urine and then an evening urine. There are 6 reasons why I did this. Reason number 1, I did research and saw a lot of testimonials without a lot of scientific proof. And I wanted to try it because I had some friends who had good success on it. So I decided, well, my kidneys started hurting. To be honest with you, I'm sensitive about kidney stuff because my dad had kidney failure and had a lot of problems during his life because of his kidneys. So I felt tightness and pain in my kidneys, and I said, I'm just gonna give this a shot just because the stuff that I've read on it and the potential there was interesting to me. Reason number 2 is because I believe human body has everything that it needs, that it's truly so intelligent that it can devise its own medicine. Reason number 3 is there are antibodies that are produced in response to diseases like malaria that are released through your urine. There are actually some studies that would suggest that this is the case. You know, anytime you have someone who works with snakes, a lot of time they develop antibodies to the snake venom and they become resistant to the snake venom. The reason they become resistant to it is because they take it in very small doses and build up their tolerance to it. And so that would suggest that their body does have the capability of building the antibodies for those toxins. And so, though it needs to be researched more, there is that evidence. The 4th reason is I wanted to know beyond scientific explanation that I could survive on my own self. 5th reason why was to get a gauge on my own intake health and hydration. By drinking your own urine, you get an accurate gauge of just how healthy you are. And the final reason is autophagy. You know those lies they told you when they say you gotta eat every 3 or 4 hours or your body's eat away at its own tissue? Well, that's a half-truth, buddy. That's a good thing. It's not eating your good tissue. It's only dismantling bad tissue that was going to cause cancer and disease anyway. Your body doesn't eat its brand new brain tissue or brain cell. It eats the decrepit. Autophagy. There was also 3 things that I learned in this. Number 1 is how depleting it is with 0 calories. 0 calories living is so depleting. By the time you get to day 3, you just cannot think anymore or move. The second thing I learned was the balance between ego and self-love. My ego definitely wanted me to just push through. Like, I didn't even want to have a modification until after 10 days. And I was just going to push through and go, but I literally couldn't anymore. And at that point, which, you know, it's a balance, because part of it, you know, I want to keep my integrity, but at the point where it starts hurting your body, now it's just ego. So learning balance between loving myself enough to modify, and what becomes ego at the point of you potentially hurting your health. It felt like that was loving myself. And the third thing that I've definitely been learning is learning to deal with people's comments and remarks, because some of it was pretty bad. Some, like, people were really mad at me, like, hey, how dare you introduce, you have a responsibility to people. People are following you. You can't be putting out stuff that isn't scientifically backed, and because people will try that stuff and it might not be good. I'm like, look, I was very clear about that. This is me trying it for myself, and I'm just sharing that. I mean, people can't even eat healthy to, like, be healthy, to deal with, you know, the diseases and stuff that they're having. I'm not expecting them to jump on the P wagon, buddy. Trust me on that. Like, I can't even get them to eat keto. You think me doing a P fast is gonna force someone to do a P fast? Come on. I told them, look, I'm doing this for myself. I'm sharing it, my experience. I'm sharing that experience. My actual conclusion is that I failed what I intended to be a 40-day urine fast. And I made a modification of 12 days of urine fasting. It was really 4 3-day urine fasts. Then another 12 days of urine therapy, which I drank urine twice a day. The reality is that I was pressing for more sustainability. I wanted to know that my body could survive if I was trapped at sea or trapped in a cave or these type of things. I wanted to gauge the cleanliness of my intake. I wanted to try it out and see if it had an effect on the pain that I was experiencing in my kidneys. And it did. By the third day, the pain that I was experiencing in my kidneys, the tightness and pain that I was experiencing there went away. And it hasn't come back. And it's been a month. I think that there's the potential that your urine has the information in the form of antibody production of what your ailments, your personal ailments are, because every single cancer is different. Every single disease, everybody's body expresses disease a slight bit differently. So generic medicine is generic. And in the case of your body, which was built to survive, you got to understand your body was built to survive in the jungle, in the forest, where there are snakes, where there are these things. And I just believe in the body over how we look at medicine. Yes, medicine is to be utilized, but it should be utilized in conjunction and respect of the intelligence of the human body. That is my P tape. I hope that made some sense. Thank you for sticking around to my long-winded responses to my own questions. And if you like that, actually, let me say, if you've done a urine fast for whatever reason, please comment below and share your experience on how it was for you. Don't be scared. Yes, people will probably run their mouth. There's some really intelligent people that don't agree with what I'm trying out. And that's okay. Just share your story. I will be doing a urine fast again when I have the laboratory set up. Well, I'll probably do it before that. Anyways, I want to do a 3-day fruits and vegetable, a 1-day distilled water, and then a 3-4 day urine fast. I want to do that on the regular. That it just seems really, really awesome for me.
Catch a wave on us. Take a shot, make a friend, just enjoy the moment. Blue sky walking on these haters.